Getting ready to shoot some videos tonight, and my producer wants us to talk about this. The process and revisions I go through with writing video titles, and she said I should do it vlog style. So here we go. Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer and welcome to Video Creators. This channel is all about helping you grow your YouTube audience so you can spread a message that reaches people and changes their lives. And how well your videos reach people really has a lot to do with how well you craft your title. I want to give you a little bit behind the scenes look at how I do that. We use Trello for managing all of our projects and all of our video scheduling and stuff like that. So that's what that is. And I'll give you guys a behind the scenes look at how many times we revise a video title before it actually goes live. But video titles are very important because, and those thumbnails, because you guys know it doesn't matter how amazing your video quality is if people aren't enticed to want to click and watch your video in the first place. And so titles are huge, so important. Like the magazine industry knows that. Like people buy their magazines based on the headlines. Newspapers, bloggers, podcasters, like so many industries rely on quality headlines. So I highly recommend you do some Google searches, maybe look at some headline analyzers they're called, and see what you can find online of different suggestions and ideas that these different headline analyzers can give you to better craft your titles. For my process, I always start my videos with some sort of title in mind. I don't shoot the video, whether it's even vlogs or stories or anything. I always start with the title in mind. So in this case, for this video you're watching right now, this is just a temporary title. It's kind of more descriptive than a title, but the process and revisions I go through writing video titles. So down here at the bottom, here's some questions that Trina, my producer, wrote for me. She wants me to talk about here. But look, she's already got 3 titles. My process for writing clickable video titles, how we can better write video titles to get more views, learn my process for coming up with clickable titles. The reason it's so important to have your title in mind first is so that you can open up the first 15 seconds of your video connecting exactly to the title and the thumbnail someone just clicked on, so that someone who has no idea who you are, so their first time discovering one of your videos, they click because of the value the title and thumbnail pitches, and then the video instantly affirms for them that yes, what you clicked expecting to get is coming in this video, as opposed to that coming like 8 minutes into the video or something and you've lost, maybe your subscribers are still around, but as far as new people who would have otherwise stuck around, they're gone. Let's give you examples. Look at this video we published last week about internet safety, how to protect your internet livelihood from attacks and hacks. That was a temporary title that we have, but this is like thumbnail revisions and conversations. But let me show you how many title ideas I went through in trying to put this together. So how I keep you from stealing my channel, internet livelihood, you can read all those there. Those are all different titles that I just was kind of spitballing, and I think we went with this one right here, how I secure my internet activity and stay safe. But you can see we went through a lot of other title ideas. Here's some more titles that Trina came up with: protect yourself from internet hacks, secure. So the reason that we just like spitball just tons of titles like that is because it just kind of gets the creative juices flowing, right? And you come up with one word, like security instead of hack, or hack instead of like access or something, and we just start listing them, and you kind of just tend to work yourself into a good title. And it does take time, and I think the process is absolutely worth it if you actually want to come up with titles that people are going to find enticing to want to click on. I know a lot of people like using different online tools to help them come up with ideas, and you can certainly use them. The only tool that I kind of use for that is vidIQ's Boost feature, which while I'm uploading it, I can just kind of get some recommendations of other words that a lot of people are looking for online, based on words that I've already used in the description and titles. And so sometimes I will tweak my titles and metadata based on the information that vidIQ gives me. But most of the time I've found that writing a good title requires one, a lot of time and just a lot of brainstorming, and then two, I found it extremely valuable to have people like Trina and Julia, my editor, these people on my team where I can like bounce ideas off, like here's some titles, which one stands out to you? Hey, I like this one, this one, and this one. All right, you know, and just having those conversations. So maybe you don't have a producer or video editor on your team, but you do have a community of people that maybe you can just reach out to on Twitter and just do a Twitter poll, or just ask some friends or something, get some feedback. Which one of these is most enticing to you? Which one of these you feel like best communicates what this video is all about? And over time, you'll just get better at writing good titles. For me, like that video is uploading. Sometimes it's already been uploaded. It's just sitting private on my channel. And I'm still like, oh, like that title's okay, but it's not really that enticing or doesn't capture the full thing I want to communicate. Because if I put a lot of time into that video, then I want you guys to see it. And a lot of the times that comes down to writing a good title that's not just crammed with keywords, that's not just crammed with like really searchable words, but that is optimized for a human to see it and be like, and feel like they're emotionally enticed to want to watch and see what that video is all about. So always optimize your titles for people, not for perfectly optimized SEO stuff like you're optimizing for robots. Optimize for people that gets, you know, something that a human would want to click and watch. What process do you go through when you are writing your video titles? I want to hear from you. I want to learn from you. The rest of you guys who are watching this, learn from the other people down there. You'll learn a ton from them, as I always do. And thank you, all of you guys, for being a part of this community. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I'd love to have you subscribe if you're not already. We're just all about helping you guys grow your YouTube audience so you can spread a message that reaches people and makes a difference in the world. And all that starts with the title. So thank you guys for letting me be a small part of that. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys again on Thursday. See you then. Bye.